What is going on, guys? Eric here with a quick video. At least I'm going to try to keep this one quick and not drone on like I have a tendency to do. I wanted to do this video about how Amazon Flex Logistics has lowered the maximum amount of hours we can work a day to 7 hours. Now, I would like to know if this is happening in your market or if this is only happening in my market. I am based out of Akron, Ohio. And the way I found this out was from talking to other drivers. We're a pretty close-knit group. It's not a ton of us, so we all kind of know each other. Where if you take a 4-hour block in the morning, if there are afternoon blocks released, you will only see a 2 or 3-hour block. You will not see the 4-hour blocks. Now I can see the good and I can see the bad in this. The bad would be, say if this is what you do full time and you're used to getting 8 hours a day. Well, now your income is basically cut in half because you're only going to get 4 hours. We don't get a lot of the 2 and 3-hour blocks, maybe on the weekends, but we don't get many of those. Most of our blocks are 4-hour blocks. The good, if you normally work in afternoons, now you have a much better chance of being able to catch an afternoon block because the morning people can't grab morning and afternoon blocks. So I see the good and I see the bad. The other thing that has changed recently in our market, and once again, I'd like you to comment below. Let me know if this is happening everywhere or if this is just here in Akron, Ohio, where it used to be our blocks were released at random times, random days. You just kind of had to be lucky and log in at the right time and catch a block. The way the blocks, and by the way, reserves, forget it. I don't even remember the last time we saw reserve blocks here in Akron. And then when that was happening, I would like to know if this has happened other places too, where we used to get reserve blocks. And then there's drivers that have been doing this for a while. We wouldn't see the reserve blocks. Only the new drivers would see reserve blocks. And now I don't even think they get reserve blocks. So I would just like to know if that's going away everywhere also. But what's happening now, instead of the blocks being released at random times, our blocks will be released for the whole week at one time. And you just have to happen to be able to catch the blocks at that time if you want to get anything for the whole week. If you're not on at that time when they release them, about the only way you're going to get a block is if somebody drops one. And the bad thing about that, like when these blocks come out, I've had so many times, man, I'm hitting it right away, but as soon as I try to hit that swipe to accept, I'll get that red line at the top. Sorry, this block has already been taken. So that's kind of annoying the way they're doing that now, but they just keep changing things up. And I would just like to know if that's happening other places. And that's kind of something I noticed about all these gig economy apps. They start you off where it's easy and you're just going to make money and there's no problem. When I started doing Amazon Flex, there were only so many of us and every day we had blocks. It was no problem whatsoever. Now it's tough to even catch a block. It's kind of the same thing when I originally started doing Uber and Lyft years ago. There were always promotions or hourly guarantees. And I mean, these places were just like throwing money at you. You'd make so much money, it was easy. And it seems like the plan is they kind of get you hooked, they get you trapped, and then they lower the money, make it harder to get work. But by this time, you need the money. So you're kind of trapped. So watch out for the trap. Uber did that with their guarantees. Lyft did it with their bonuses, and now Lyft, they'll still have some, but it'll be like, you know, 110 bucks for 15 rides or something. Whereas basically to get the guarantee amount, you're going to do that many rides anyway. Uber, I can't remember the last time here in Akron, Ohio, where we had a promotion. We never had Quest or anything like that. No hourly guarantees, no promotions whatsoever. When DoorDash and Grubhub came to market, it was the same thing. There were always these, you know, extra $5 per delivery. Then it went down to, you know, it was $5, but you had to do 2 deliveries and have an 80% acceptance rate. Then it went down to like $2, and then it's $1, and then there's nothing. Postmates recently came into the area, same thing. They, between certain hours, it was an extra $5 bonus. Now that's down to $3. So eventually that's going to go away. So be prepared. All these gig economy apps do this. Okay, guys, I wanted to keep this short. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that little bell icon next to the subscription so you'll be notified when I make new videos. I make occasional gig economy videos. I also do some solo travel videos. If you like this content, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, hey, give it a thumbs down. I won't have my feelings hurt. Please leave some comments. And I'm starting to drone on, which I said I'm not going to do. So I'm going to wrap this video up. And I will see you guys in the next video. So get out there, make that money, stay safe, and enjoy life.